Hey folks, welcome to Bullets and Brass. This is one of our early reviews. I'm filming this actually very early in the process, so you're not going to see this for a while. But I just got a product in that is a little different than normal, even though it's a very common item in general. And what it is an Aero Precision M4E1 upper receiver. Now, this particular one is a stripped one, so there's no dust cover or forward assist included in the box. And I have one over here for the forward assist, and we're going to put that on this after we talk about it very briefly. Not going to do the dust cover right now. I'm not ready to do the build for this. I've got a few other parts still in process. And if I put the dust cover on, odds are good the pin will come flying out at some point because I'll be messing with it and I'll have to go chase that spring down. It's just the way it goes. So I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna take a look at what makes this one a little different from the average run of the mill. Now, I got this from Primary Arms, which is quite possibly my favorite web store supplier for shooting related stuff. I mean, I buy a lot of stuff other places, but they're kind of my go-to, particularly for AR-15 related stuff. Now, as you can see, it is a little more angular in design than your traditional M4 upper, including the upper rails have some cutouts. It is just slightly different, say. The idea is that it resembles a billet upper. For those who are not aware, these are forged. So they are a drop forged design that is then machined to finish it off, coated and finished. Now, what that means is you've got to keep the design within forgeable tolerances or you lose the benefits. Now, you can machine whatever you want afterward, but the cost goes up. This particular one cost me $89, which, not bad, not great. By the time you see this, who knows what they'll be. Now, from my perspective, there weren't a whole lot of options out there. I wanted something in the mid-range for quality. I wasn't looking for a super premium name brand, premium price item. This looks cool. It looks different. It is going to, I don't want to say stand out, but if you put a bunch of AR-15s next to each other, this one won't look like the others. And I figured that was worth a few extra bucks over the other options. Now, Aero Precision has a good reputation. They make very high quality equipment. They are particularly known for the finish. The finish is very clean, very smooth, very consistent. Sometimes when you don't spend the premium money, the finish is so-so or wears off quickly. The Aero Precision machine, anodizing is known for being very durable, very smooth and consistent, and looking good. And I agree. This is my first actual Aero Precision of my own. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. It is a much more pretty upper than a lot of the ones I've used, even from more premium, in theory, brands. And let's keep in mind, premium in this case either means they've done something extra cosmetically, they have a very good name for quality control and charge accordingly, or they have really good marketing and they charge accordingly, because they're all built where the critical pieces, the important parts, are to mil spec. That's it. That nobody's doing anything else, because otherwise it wouldn't work. It wouldn't fit in your lower, the barrels wouldn't fit, things wouldn't fit on the rail, charging handles wouldn't fit. You know, the key parts of this fit a standard that hasn't significantly changed in quite a while. So everything else is, how well did they do? How well did they check quality control? and how do they finish it. So that all said, we are going to put the, I cannot talk. Haven't even had a drink yet. It's sitting here, but I haven't had it yet. We're gonna put the forward assist in. So got my hammer, got a punch, it's a little bent, oh well, and block. Oh, that's right, you don't need one. In fact, you don't need these at all. Because the other thing that makes these special, that put me over the top from other options, is that it's a set screw based pin. So we're gonna go over here to the toolkit. Just a basic Wheeler gunsmithing kit. Small handle. And let's find one size down. I'm gonna be really annoyed if I'm making this video and I find out I don't have the right tip. There we go. So, let me show you. What you've got is a set screw instead of a pin, instead of a push pin. Now, the pins, they're a pain. I mean, I'll be honest, I hate them. Particularly with uppers, you're sitting there trying to, came right out. Trying to put that in, this thing doesn't sit right. You're putting it in and it's off center. So when you're trying to hit that with a hammer and the punch, even if you've got it mounted in a block, it's off center. It's trying to torque. Never been a fan. So I figured I would try something a little different and give this a try. Now, okay, there we go. Had to make sure I had it going the right direction. Work that down just a little bit. Now, normally I would say put some Loctite in there. And honestly, a little grease isn't amiss. But I'm probably taking this apart later and doing a little more with it. That's it. That usually is 5 to 10 minutes of fiddling around with a bench block or a vise block, a hammer, a punch pin guide. I mean, you're hammering away and you're trying to get it in there straight. You screw it up, you bang things up, you bang your finish. That was it. Now you're telling me that it's still in the same price range. I get a feature like that. It looks nifty. I mean, I'm not going to say I think it's the most attractive one I've ever seen, but certainly in this price range it is. And it's otherwise a high quality product without spending more money. I mean, that was awesome. We just did that with a screwdriver with a regular hex bit on it and a couple seconds. So if you're looking for a new upper and you don't want to be pounding your head against the wall and you want to buy one stripped rather than assembled, or you're going to have to take that out at some point, or you just want one that looks cool and is a little different, check them out. This is the Aero Precision M4E1. Now my brain is not working. It doesn't say. Here we go. M4E1, yeah. Sorry, they have a couple models. I like the little features, like the relieved. Let me see if I can make that so you can see it. Can you see the little cutouts on the side there in the rails? There we go. That is an improvement. Gives a little stress relief, lets things absolutely cinch down just right, as opposed to, if they're not quite perfect and your rails come right to the edge, maybe it works well, maybe it doesn't. This makes sure that things lock down well. They are numbered, as you saw. There's nothing negative to say about this, to be honest. I'm usually the kind of guy, there's something, engineering wise, there'll be something. I'm impressed. And for the money, I don't think I could have done better, to the point where I may order another one just to have one in stock So that is it. That is the Aero Precision M4E1, in this case stripped receiver, upper receiver for an AR-15. And I hope this was helpful. If you're shopping for something like this, make sure you check out Primary Arms. They don't sponsor this or anything. They're just where I got it, and I've been a fan since pretty much day one for them. They've always treated me right. They ship fast. They're great people to work with. So take care, stay safe, and have fun all.